Welcome guys to the Skywars Laboratory. Today we're going to be playing the slime experiment, which is honestly quite an insane game mode because there's double jump and knockback weapons galore. It's a crazy game mode. But basically, the best strategy for this is to not loot your island. At least not at the beginning of the game anyway. What you want to do, you want to just jump to mid and get mid loot. And then, okay, not in this one. Then once you have a look at your mid loot, uh-oh, someone else is here, that's not good. Once you get this, which is a knockback 10 slime ball, you want to get out of there. You want to get back to your island, which is this one. I know because it's got the Rubik's Cube balloon and none of the chests have been looted. And that's when you get armor, right? So that's the strategy, and after that, it's basically just yeeting people. Like, that's all there is to it. Now, I have a lot of jump potions, so I will use those. Oh yeah, and the other thing about this is that, because double jump is a thing, even though the knockback 10 slime ball is obviously a lot of knockback, it's not always enough to kill them. They can just use the double jump and get back. But you know, sometimes if the double jump isn't enough, they can use these slime launchers, which if I demonstrate now, it just throws you upwards. So like an extra void recovery thing. So most fights, if you're using knockback weapons instead of like an axe or a sword, are just determined by who has the most slime launches, because you're gonna fall into the void eventually, right? And if you're using knockback 10, it is very easy to be thrown in by someone else. I mean, to throw someone else into the void, so they got to be able to get out of the void. And yeah, also snowballs pull people. It's slightly confusing. Anyway, we are getting absolutely destroyed by this guy because we're using knockback and he's using a sword, which is a little bit annoying, but I think he just fell in, which is how we got that kill. Sometimes it takes a very long time for them to actually die. It's kind of funny. Anyway, you could see that guy just used a slime launcher, but it didn't work. But he did manage to land that pearl, which is a surprise. A lot of people don't manage to hit them. But since he doesn't have any armor, so I'm actually just going to use my axe on him. Like, sometimes you just have to use a sword or an axe just because it's easier. But then it's just so easy for people to get away, since like double jumping is just, you go forward a lot as well. It's not just like an upwards motion. It's also it's also a forwards. Like, if I was to just jump and then jump again, you see it launches me forward a bit. I wasn't pressing the W key at all. Anyway, target acquired over here. He looks like the type to use a sword, but that's okay. We can. You basically just keep on persisting with the knockback, and you'll get him eventually. I mean, this game's been pretty good so far. Everyone actually has fallen into the void extremely fast. But yeah. This guy is actually sort of, yeah, I was gonna say he's sort of good, but never mind. Yeah, and that's what we're doing today. Playing Slimex. The one unfortunate thing about this game mode is that, like, as you would have seen, some of the fights go on for a very long time. Like, sometimes they just refuse to die, and they just keep going for years, and it takes a while. But we're just gonna hope that doesn't happen so much. But you know, at the same time, those fights can be very entertaining. I know that much. Anyway, let's not die. Yeah, you see, I had to use my slime launchers there, which is a bit unfortunate. I would have rather have saved them. Anyway, let's get out of here. I've lost my island. I don't. Oh, there it is. I think that's it. Yeah, sometimes you sort of lose your orientation and you get lost, which kind of sucks, but you know, you just keep on going until you find an island which hasn't been looted, and that's how you get your armor. Because you can get armor from mid, obviously, but you can't guarantee that that's going to be enough to fully protect you. Anyway, my inventory has gone into an absolute mess, so I'm just going to sort it out quick. I'd also like a melee weapon just in case, but I can't be bothered finding one, and last round the knockback worked fine, so we'll just go ahead and use knockback. The only issue is that this map, does not have a lot of void. It's just like a giant, I don't know, flat. Well, not really flat, but you get the idea, right? There's not as much void as there could be. Now that guy's got... Yeah, see, this is why I'd want a sword. See, this guy's got very little health left, so I could easily go in and finish him with a sword, but I don't have one. But he just jumped into the void on his own, so you know what, that's okay. Should probably go and find a sword eventually, but whatever. And somehow there's only one other guy left. I don't know where the entire game went. Sometimes everyone just dies extremely fast by just falling into the void. But other times it takes them ages to die. At least this guy is using knockback. That's one thing. A lot of the time, yeah, okay. He's using a sword as well, but that's okay. And I think we got him. Nice. So there is one item in this game mode which we haven't gotten yet, which is incredibly overpowered. So basically it's a fire aspect stone sword, and the reason why it's so good is that you've seen how people run, right? Once they realize that they're probably not going to win the fight, they just get out of there, and it's so hard to catch them. But if you have a fire aspect sword, obviously if you hit them once, they'll get set on fire, and because it's fire aspect 2, which it's enchanted with the last time I checked, they stay on fire for a really long time. So it makes it a lot harder for them to escape. So I don't know if we'll get one this round. It looks like we're not going to get another chance at getting any more mid-chests, so I think we might have to forgo it this round, but you know, we can always hope that we'll get one another round. But yeah, if I get one of those, that's the one time which I'll use it over like a knockback 10 slime ball. Like usually I try to avoid damage dealing melee weapons as much as I can in this game mode, but if I have a fire aspect sword, I'm gonna use that because it's too easy, man. It's way too easy and it's so broken. Anyway, these guys are both. This guy's using knockback, so we can use that to get him into the void, hopefully. He had his back up against a wall, but then he left. Now there's someone else here, so we can just come in behind. Now he's over here, so I might have to use my axe on him. He went AFK there, I don't know why. I'm gonna get out of here, you know what? Because I don't like how that was going. Okay, this guy's gonna bow spam, that's okay. Can deal with that pretty easily. Okay, this guy was the one who was using the knockback 10 slime ball. We have the advantage of the lower ground, so we had reach on him. But he has gapples. This guy had way better mid loot than me, which kind of sucks. Oh, that was not a good jump at all. But we got him, nice. And I think we got that guy as well. Yeah, okay, let's go. Oh, came in with that clutch win. I thought we were gonna die a few times there, not gonna lie. Anyway guys, that was another episode of Skywars Laboratory. Hope you all enjoyed it. It is a pity that we did not get to use the fire aspect sword, so I guess I'll just have to make another Slimex video another day of getting that fire aspect sword and absolutely destroying people with it. Anyway, check out the other videos in the laboratory playlist. They are all Lucky Block Skywars at the moment, but I can assure you there will be other laboratory game modes in there very soon. But anyway, that's all for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya!